Yeah, so guys, I told you there are the three rules of the model town board, and these rules really help when answering the question either take a certain car in front of another one or take a particular car behind another one. You have to consider the rules of the model town board. And we say the rules of the model town board are three, and the first rule, as you can see on my board, the first rule is use the most shortest route and the most correct without using parking. Okay? The second rule, use the longest route and the most correct without using parking. And then rule number three, use parking as the last option. How do we apply these rules? These rules apply when answering or when tackling the model town board question. For example, hapo chini, you can see we have a very good question. Take car A behind car B. Take car A behind car B. Now, because I want us to do it practically on the board, car A will be our white car, and then car B will be the yellow car. Note that car A will be the white car, and then B will be a yellow car. So, how do we go about it? How do we go about that question? I want to help you how to answer this question that take car A behind car B. Point number one, these are the points to consider. Point number one, think about the type of road for each vehicle. You should be able to tell whether car A is in a major road or it is in a minor road. Okay? So think about the type of road for each vehicle. Point number two, know the length options for each vehicle. Know the length option for each vehicle. For example, if car A is in lane 2, do you know the options of that car? If car B is in lane 3 major road, do you know the options of that car? Good, that is point number 2. Point number 3, look at the strategic positioning for each vehicle. Look at the strategic positioning for each vehicle. Meaning, look whether I have placed the white car alongside a continuous line, or look whether I've placed the yellow car alongside a broken line. Hoping you know the meaning of a broken line and hoping you know the meaning of a continuous line. Basically, a broken line means you are allowed to change lanes or overtake. And the continuous line means you're not allowed to overtake or to change lanes. Then finally, the last point to consider, if you're answering the question behind, take car A behind car B. The last thing to consider is think where car B or the yellow car came from. Think where car B or the yellow car came from. Once you know where the yellow car came from, you will have the answer to our question. Let's come and look at our board so that we can do it practically. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Take car A, that was the question. Take car A, the white car, behind car B, the yellow car. Take car A behind the yellow car. Now, remember the rules of the model town board. I told you, you have to think of the shortest, most correct route. So, I don't expect you to take this car behind this one using parking. Of course, parking is an option, but it should be used as the very last option. Now, if you are to take car A behind car B, the most important point to consider, we've seen it is knowing where B or the yellow car came from. Now, by the look of things, and if you have followed my lessons for major and minor road maneuver, do you know where this car came from? Do you know where this car came from? Now, after knowing where this car might have come from, you start weighing options. Okay, you start weighing options. Where will I reach within the shortest time possible? That's how you'll be able to use the shortest route as the first option. So, let's try to think where this car came from. Okay? Remember about the point of strategic positioning. This vehicle, I have placed it alongside a broken line. And I say, a broken line means you can overtake or change lanes. So, if I have to take this car behind this one, I think this vehicle might have come from here. Remember, this is lane 3 minor road. Huyu mtu anaweza kutoka hapa akapiga U-turn like this. So, coming here will be my shortest route.
because nimewekewa hii gari in a broken line, I will just indicate right, change lanes na nisimame hapo. That way I am behind this vehicle. The reason as to why I didn't come like this, the reason as to why sijakuja kusimama hapo is because I don't want to violate the rules of the roundabout. Because in the roundabout, no stopping, no waiting, remember those rules, okay? That's why if I have to take the white car behind the yellow car, using the shortest route, I will change lanes, of course you indicate right, change lanes, and stop there. Remember the point where I told you, you have to figure out where this guy came from. If you know where yellow came from, of course, that question becomes very easy. So, my yellow guy might have come from this lane 3 minor road, akafanya U-turn. Good. So let's block this route. If yellow didn't come from here, where else could he have come from? Kama hakutoka hapa, anaweza kuwa kutoka wapi tena? So, I can decide to do a left turn. Remember, I'm in lane 1. I'm allowed to do a left turn. So I can do the left turn. 1, 1, 1. I change lanes. Here you give way. Join the immediate lane, which is lane 4. Come and stop there. I am behind the yellow car because yellow anaweza kuwa alitoka lane 4 major road akapiga right turn ama akafanya the first option of this lane. So niko nyuma yake with the first option of that lane. Good. Let's block that route. Let us block that route. Aha. Another route. Kama hajatoka hizi places mbili, anaweza kuwa ametoka wapi tena? Alright? Anaweza kuwa ametoka wapi tena? Remember, I'm avoiding to use parking because parking should be used as the last option. So, I still consider doing the left turn. You change lanes. Here you give way. You join the immediate lane, indicate left, change lanes. Stop and give way for the oncoming traffic from both sides. Stop or give way to pedestrians. And then join the immediate lane. Join the immediate lane. That is lane 3 minor road. So that is my answer. Yellow anaweza kuwa alitoka hapo akakuja na the first option of this lane akapiga straight 0 degrees. Okay? Yellow anaweza kuwa alitoka hapa akafanya straight ama 0 degrees straight. Huh? So now that is my other route. Still, huyu mtu anaweza kuwa alitoka hapa, but now it will be hard for me kutoka hapa niende pale. There is no way I can maneuver from this point to this point. So I do away with this route. I do away with this route. Now, look, I have 3 good routes. I have here, here, and also here. So now, let's try using parking as the last option. Let us try to come behind this vehicle using parking. Okay? You can decide to use the first option of this lane. That's the first option. Turn. Yes. Stop because you are joining a two-way traffic. Indicate left and turn. Here you give way. Join the immediate lane, that's lane 1. Choose left and right. You are behind me. I have used parking. I can also decide to use parking again. Niende pale using parking. Alright? I use the first option again. You stop for the oncoming traffic from both sides. Keep left. Stop. Stop or give way to pedestrian. Have you seen? I have used parking. So you see, parking is also a route. Just that it is supposed to be used as the last option. Is that okay? Maybe in the next video we are going to do more of this till you guys become. Thank you.